Nike skater P-Rod, Paul Rodriguez, has an effortless style that's been winning him comps and respect since he was just a kid. Today he opens up about his upcoming Battle at the Berrics, Street League 2012, and his contest to find the next great skate videographer. It all starts right now. You're inside Alli Sports.
The level of skateboarding is as good as it gets. But that's what I love about it. I like that challenge of like, man, like, can I get in there with these guys?
It's the format keeps it intense.
Right,
yeah.
Right, and it's so nerve-wracking, and it's just, I don't know, but I love that feeling.
Welcome everyone to Inside Alli Sports. I'm Pat Parnell. Pro skater P-Rod, Paul Rodriguez, is a natural who tells us his favorite thing to ride is anything he can, and it definitely shows. Welcome to the show, P-Rod.
Hey Pat, how are you, brother?
I'm doing well. You're doing well, I should add.
Yes.
Battle at the Berrics going well for you?
It is so far.
Yeah.
I've made it past the first round, so I'm still in there.
Yeah, and what talk about like going through that phase when you face these skaters that you haven't faced before. Is there any game plan? Are you watching game films, or I mean?
Well, I don't want to give up too much of the procedure, but yes, I'm definitely aware most of the time of my opponent and their abilities, just being a fan of skateboarding and watching the videos and seeing what they already are capable of. So I have some type of idea on how they skate and what they may or may not like, but it's a crapshoot, man. You know, every guy can have their random, weird novelty flat ground tricks that they can pull out on you, and if you can do it, you can. If not, you can't, so it really is an even playing ground. Right.
So the first battle behind you, going into the next, Tom Asta, like how do you feel about him as a
I love Tom Asta skating. I'm a fan. I love any video parts I've seen of him, and all the coverage he gets. So it's going to be a really good game. I know it's going to be really tough, but I don't know. I get excited for those type of challenges.
Yeah.
Because whatever, it's a game of skate. I play them all the time. I win plenty, I lose plenty, and that's just how it's going to be. So it's kind of how I approach it. So either way, it's going to be fun.
We'll talk about successful competitors. Chris Cole definitely tops the list. Here's what he had to say about Battle at the Berrics.
I have a serious love-hate relationship with Battle at the Berrics. There's dudes like Shane O'Neill. There's dudes like P-Rod. And then there's that random dude. Dude's got all random tricks. They're all ridiculously specialized, like only that dude can do them. If you let him do them, he's gonna beat you, and you're just gonna like go home just bumming. Like you didn't get to play P-Rod, you got to play random flat ground kid.
So there you saw Chris Cole, little love-hate relationship with the Berrics. Let's focus on the positive.
Yes.
Reflecting back on some classic Berrics moments. What's some of your favorites?
Well, I guess one of my favorites I would have to say is when I was fortunate enough to win a Battle at the Berrics.
Winning is always good.
Whole deal, that was good. But also, like when I was able to make it to the finals my first time in the battle against Chris Cole, he beat me, but you know what? Like, he's as good as it gets, the cream of the crop. So the fact that I was able to kind of, give a guy of that caliber a little bit of run for his money is a great feeling as well.
Let's switch gears back to competition. Street League. I think Dearden came out when he's talking about the Street League, and he was trying to get everybody hyped on it. He said it was going to basically, redefine how people see, street skating and kind of whet the appetite for fans of skateboarding and maybe people that weren't fans of skateboarding before. Do you think it's done that?
I think so, personally. As a competitor in it, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy of course, the level of skateboarding is as good as it gets. I'd love to go in there this year and make some noise. But that's what I love about it. I like that challenge of like, man, like, can I get in there with these guys?
It's the format keeps it intense.
Right, and it's so nerve-wracking, and it's just, I don't know, but I love that feeling when we're in there. So all I can say is this year, I just hope to go and be a contender and have fun.
Everyone knows this, when you're not competing, you spend a lot of time putting together some pretty solid film parts. Tell us about this cool thing you're doing with AT&T Uverse, where you're looking for a P-Rod filmer,
well, not
so to speak. Well, it's basically to film a lot of stuff, but it seems like a dream job, I think, to any kid out there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of opportunities have been for the actual skater, the next best skater, but this one is actually more directed to find the next best skate videographer. So we want to get a bunch of kids entering and giving us ideas of what they would do, and basically it's like we're gonna pick the kid who sends us like the best treatment for like a little web commercial, you know what I mean? So whoever we think has the best idea for a web commercial, we're gonna, you know, bring them on the road with us, and we're gonna film what their idea is. And
wow. I did run into you, or I actually saw you from abroad in the Madness, people trying to get their tickets at the Waiting for Lightning movie, the Danny Way movie. Tell me your thoughts on after you saw the movie and how it impacted you.
Well, I thought I've known Danny for 7-8 years now, and I thought, you know, I knew a good bit about him. Turns out I didn't know anything. It really made me like extra honored, as if I wasn't already, to like be affiliated with him and to see like everything he's gone through to become who he is now. It's incredible. It shows a guy who has next level determination, willpower, and mental abilities, which I really admire, because you know, a lot of people have the physical abilities, but really to tie that in with that mental ability that's what makes guys like that, you know what I mean? So it was extremely inspiring and motivating for me, and I'm very proud and happy to be part of Plan B, a company whose name was built off of guys like Danny Way and Pat Duff and Colin McKay, and for them to trust myself and Sheckler and PJ and all the new generation of guys to carry the legacy that they built with their own blood, sweat, and tears is a huge honor, and I take that very seriously.
And with Plan B, the legacy is going to continue with another video. Are we going to have to wait for the next one as long as we waited for the last one?
No, we are looking to have it done holidays this year, if not spring 2013. So it's in progress. Everyone is filming. Everyone already has some really good footage. So it is underway, and it will be here by early 13 at the latest.
Okay. Well, good luck with the next Battle at the Berrics. Good luck with Primitive, Marquissa, and getting that AT&T Uverse new filmer.
Thank you
It's
very
going to make
much.
the difference for the new Plan B video.
Yeah, we might need this guy, you know what I mean?
All right, P-Rod, everybody. You can catch all the action from the Battle at the Berrics at theberrics.com. Did you skate last weekend? Well, the New York City skateboard community recently held a skate jam in Peekskill, New York to celebrate the life of Harold Hunter on what would have been his 38th birthday. Hunter, who died in 2006, rose to iconic status as a key figure in the New York City skate scene. The event, hosted by Rodney Torres, raised cash for Hunter's foundation, which helps out inner city kids. It's an awesome time for a good cause. Alli Sports, hey, that's us. Just announced there's more Dew Tour in store, another 4 years of the Dew Tour in the works. The plan is 3 major stops in 2012, a full-on beach, city, and mountain experience. You can probably figure out which one's beach, city, and mountain. And while we're talking competitions, the 2012 Red Bull Mani Mania dates are confirmed. It's the 6th year for this global contest that's all about technical riding. Skaters from 12 countries and 5 continents will put it all on the line when they come together to compete in the New York City final. The Red Bull Mani Mania World Final and Pro Contest returns to Coleman Park August 18th and 19th. But before all that, catch up with the Damn Am in Atlanta, Georgia, April 20th to the 21st. Top dozen riders will qualify for the Tampa Am and a shot at the Damn Am of the year. Thanks for checking us out again on Inside Alli Sports, your base camp for action sports. Keep up with the latest news and events by following us on Twitter at AlliSports, and more importantly, give us your take by tweeting hashtag Inside Alli Sports.
And make sure you subscribe to Alli Sports Network and check out all the shows on the Alli Sports channel here on YouTube.
Damn, that was good. It was so newsy. For Inside Alli Sports, I'm Pat Parnell.
And I'm Paul Rodriguez.
All right, see you next time. So, can we talk to Bear? Is there any way I could just like sneak in so I could?
Yeah, let's get you in there.
Okay,
I can probably, I know a couple people.